Hello friends, let's learn a very useful theorem in physics in chapter electrostatistics known as Gauss theorem. Gauss theorem is a relation between electric flux and charged enclosed by a closed surface. So Gauss theorem can be stated as the total electric flux through a closed surface is 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed by the closed surface. I am writing the statement. The total electric flux through a closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed by the closed surface. This means that flux phi, you know, it is equals to close integration E dot ds. This is equals to q upon epsilon naught. This is the statement of Gauss law. Let us prove this statement. For proving this statement, we require a plus q charge. Let us have a plus q charge. This is plus q charge. Let us have an imaginary surface. Closed imaginary surface in the form of a sphere of radius r. Let this is of radius r. Now let us have a small surface area here. This is a small surface area. This is the direction of electric field through the surface. This is electric field E through the surface. This surface area have a small surface ds. You are saying that electric field and ds are along the same line, so angle between these two, theta equal to 0 degree. Now flux phi equals to close integration E dot ds. So as E and ds have angle 0 degree, so this is equals to E ds cos 0 degree, close integration here. Cos 0 is 1. So you have E close integration ds. We have taken OT. What is the value of electric field at this point due to this plus q charge? This is k q upon r square. And ds is the small area here. When you integrate it, you get the area of the whole sphere. Area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. So what is the value of k? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here q upon r square. Here you have 4 pi r square. Just cancel this 4 pi, cancel this r square. The left quantity is q upon epsilon naught, which is equals to phi, electric flux. This is electric flux. Thus we have proved Gauss theorem or Gauss law. Let us learn numerical based on Gauss theorem. Numerical number 1, a very simple question. We know that the general charge we are using is 1 coulomb charge. How many number of electric field line 1 coulomb of charge produces? This means that question says that what is the number of electric field lines produced by 1 coulomb charge. So here number of electric field line means electric flux. So electric flux phi is equals to q upon epsilon naught. we can write it like this. This is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q is here into 4 pi. We have multiplied numerator and denominator by 4 pi. Now place the value. The value of charge is 1 coulomb, and you know 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9. So you know that this is 9 into 10 to the power 9, and here this is 1 coulomb, and here this is 4, and the value of pi is 3.14. So here 9 into 4, this is equals to 36 into 3.14 into 10 to the power 9. So multiply it. So you have 314 into 36. So 4 into 6, you have 24. 6 into 1, 6 plus 2, you have 8. 6 into 3, 18. So 3 into 4, 12. 3 into 1, 3. And 1 in hand, so 4 here. 3 into 3, 9. Now add it. You have 4, 0. You have 10, 12 plus 1, 13. And here 9, 1, 10, 1. So you have 11304. 11304, and point will be, here is the point, 10 to the power 9. So shift the point here. So you have 1.1304. Then you have 10 to the power 11. So flux have the unit Newton meter square per coulomb. So you can write this is 1.13 10 to the power 11 Newton meter square per coulomb is the number of electric field line produced by 1 coulomb of charge. Now let us see in second numerical, numerical number 2. Second numerical is a numerical which many times come in examination, as well as the numerical is in your NCERT book also. The question is, here we have a square, and the square is of 10 centimeter. Edge from here go to 5 centimeter above. This is 5 centimeter. Put a charge here Q. Then what will be the electric flux through this surface? So for solving this type of question, first of all we take a cube. Let us take a cube. This is the cube having side 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. These are 10 centimeters. Now at the center here put a charge plus Q above 5 centimeter, that is at the center. So electric flux through this charge is given by according to Gauss law. So electric flux through the cube is equals to Q upon epsilon naught. And there are how many faces? There are 6 faces of a cube. So from one faces, how many the electric flux will be passed? 1 by 6. Therefore, electric flux through one face is phi is equals to 1 by 6 Q by epsilon naught. Now after putting the value, you will get the answer. So here if the value of charge is given, okay, because in this question this 10 centimeter and 5 centimeters are not used. So if you know the value of charge, put the value of charge and calculate it, you get the value of electric flux. Now let us have a next question. Suppose again here you are taking a cube. Here we have a cube. Same question, we have a Q here. So these sides are same. Here we are placing plus Q charge. Then what will be the electric flux through the surface? Or what will be the electric flux through one face? So you can write directly electric flux through one face is equals to 1 by 6 Q upon epsilon naught. Now a slight twist in the question. Twist is I am putting this charge here plus Q charge at the vertex. Now when charge is placed at the vertices, at one vertex, then what will be the electric flux through one surface? So see, when you place this charge on the vertex, then electric field through this line, through this face, and through this face become parallel. So electric flux does not occur through three phases. Electric flux will occur only through another three phases. So electric flux through one vertex. First you take one vertex. It is equals to, how many vertex are there? There are 8 vertex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So electric flux through 8 vertex. One vertex is 1 by 8 q by epsilon naught. Now electric flux through one phases. How many phases are active there where electric field will pass normally? Only 3 phases. Because from 3 phases electric flux field will pass parallel. So electric flux through 3 phases is parallel. Electric field through 3 phases is parallel to surface, so produces 0 electric flux. But from other 3 phases electric flux will be produced. Therefore flux phi through one phases equals to 1 by 3 into 1 by 8 q by epsilon naught, which is equals to q by 24 epsilon naught. Thus you understand what is Gauss theorem and how we are going to solve numerical on this. Let us have one more numerical, very interesting numerical for you. Very interesting numerical, and it is a very important for your examination purpose also. Suppose I am giving you a sphere known as S1. On the sphere put a charge plus q. Another sphere, this is S2, put a charge plus 2q, and here is the charge plus 3q. Then what will be the ratio? Number A part says that what will be the ratio of flux phi1 due to phi2? Ratio of flux through these 2 phases will be what? Number second, if dielectric K is equals to 5 is put inside sphere S1, then phi 1 dash new flux through sphere 1 will be what? So for solving this question, number A part, first you have to find flux due to first sphere. So this is first sphere carry a charge plus q, so you have q by epsilon naught here. And for second sphere you have it carry charge plus q and plus 2q, because this charge is outside the sphere, so we does not consider that charge. So phi 2 is equals to plus q and plus 2q upon epsilon naught. It is plus 3q upon epsilon naught. Now you have to find the ratio. So just divide it and you get the ratio. So this is q upon epsilon naught, 3q upon epsilon naught, it is 1:3. So the ratio is 1:3. Now in the second part of the question, here K is equals to 5, dielectric constant is placed and flux will be asked to find. So phi 1 dash is equals to q upon epsilon, not epsilon naught, q upon epsilon. You know that epsilon r or k is equals to epsilon upon epsilon naught. So epsilon equals to k into epsilon naught. So put the value of epsilon here, which is k into epsilon naught. Now phi 1 dash is equals to q. What is k? K is 5 epsilon naught. Thus this is the value of electric flux through this sphere when dielectric is placed. Thus you are enjoying physics. So do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.